Thank you for your interest in participating in our research study. This video explains the details in the protocol outlined below. The purpose of this study is to better understand how athletes move during their sport. We are studying healthy, uninjured athletes to learn what normal joint forces look like during athletic movements. This information may help us better understand when movements may increase the risk of injury. For most athletes, all data will be collected during one visit. In rare cases, if there's a problem with a sample or measurement, we may contact your group to repeat the sampling on another day. By choosing to participate, you are volunteering to complete several short tests that measure the forces your body produces while performing movements related to your sport. The tests you will undergo will take approximately 20 minutes and do not require follow-up on your part. First, you're consenting to provide the information necessary to complete a form called the PAR-Q+, presented in your preferred format. This means Physical Activity Questionnaire Readiness Form, and we have both electronic and hard copy versions available to choose between. The PAR-Q+ is used to make sure that it's safe for you to participate, but for it to work the way it's supposed to and avoid possible injury during the testing, it's important that you provide complete and accurate responses. Next, you'll undergo tests called Maximal Voluntary Isometric Hand Grip Strength Evaluation, Pressure Dynamometry Evaluation, and Bioelectrical Impedance Analysis to measure body fat percentage. These tests will be used to evaluate your maximal hand grip strength, the force you generate by applying pressure to an instrument, and your body composition, respectively. The tools we will use for this are a stadiometer, a hand grip dynamometer, a pressure dynamometer, and a bioelectrical impedance analysis scale. Depending on your sport, we may also photograph your hand to document the position of your grip. Last, we will perform torque detection, which measures the forces you generate at your joints when performing your sport. We conduct these tests using a Modus compression sleeve that houses a small Bluetooth sensor. You'll wear it while doing movements related to your sport multiple times while we measure the torque at the joints we are studying. There are not alternate options for these tests, so the options are either to participate or not, and it is your right to request that a test be stopped at any point if you feel discomfort, pain, or fatigue. If you experience any symptoms, or if you so choose, you have the right to inform the researcher that you wish to stop the test at any point. Your wishes will absolutely be carried out. Your, and all participants, data will be de-identified for analysis and reporting. A linking list will be kept in hard copy, locked in a drawer in an on-campus office here at SUNY Fredonia. Your de-identified data will be stored for 5 years in a shared cloud-based folder that is only accessible to the researchers. After 5 years, your data will be moved to an external hard drive that is only accessible to me. The external hard drive will be stored in a locked drawer separate from the linking lists. The researchers on this team have completed CPR, AED, first aid, and human subject research training. They have also signed a confidentiality agreement to ensure that they do not share any of your identifiable information. But because this is physical activity research, this is the time when we need to talk about potential risks. We chose these tests because you'll be performing movements that are familiar to your sport. So by participating, you may not experience physical discomfort, but you may feel psychosocial discomfort, such as mild anxiety or apprehension. Regardless of the test type, every precaution will be taken to minimize any event that might make you uncomfortable. In signing off on this form, you are certifying that you have been informed of and understand 6 things. First, there exists a remote possibility of adverse events during the test, including but not limited to injury to your elbow, shoulder, or any other part of your body while performing your sport. There exists a risk of bodily injury, including but not limited to the muscles, ligaments, tendons, and joints of the body. That every effort will be made to minimize these occurrences by researchers' assessments of your condition before, during, or after testing. That the risks associated with performance and exercise testing include the risk of bodily injury, heart attack, stroke, or even death, but knowing these risks, it is your desire to participate. That the information obtained during this research study will be treated as privileged and confidential and will not be released or revealed to any person without your express consent. Our data will be used for research or statistical purposes, and that use will not provide facts that could lead to your identification. Any information obtained will be used only by the researchers to evaluate your performance data and its relationship to other research study participants. The results of this study may or may not directly benefit you. Potential personal benefits include knowing about your individual performance, maximal hand grip strength, and body composition. This study may also contribute to scientific knowledge by providing evidence to the differences in athletic performance across different groups of athletes. That's where the information ends, and you'll have an opportunity to ask questions about the procedures described to you regarding your participation in this research study until you feel prepared to sign off with your informed consent. Once you agree to participate and have no further questions, please type your name on the electronic consent form. After submitting the form, it will display contact information for the research team. You may wish to take a screenshot in case you have questions later. You may also request a copy of the consent form for your records. Thank you for considering participation in our study.